Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I am so blessed by the people that have commented and by the people who have viewed my videos. I got a couple of thumbs up here and there over the past couple of weeks, and I'm extremely thankful for it. I'm going to go ahead and talk about how I lost my weight. And I know it's a little different from what I've done in the past. I know I told you guys in my first video that the whole point of my channel was to talk about, just dive into theological topics and to do fashion. But one of my friends reached out and was like, hey dude, you should do a video on how you lost your weight. And I was like, hey, it's a really good idea because I never really got to share my story with anyone on how I lost my weight. And so I thought, this could be a really cool way to explain how, and it could maybe even motivate a lot of people in the process. So I figured this would be a really good video to start with. So if you're watching this video and you didn't know, I did lose about 50 pounds since last February. So I started off my journey in February, and to this day I stand for you. I met my goal a long time ago, and it was so much easier than I thought it was going to be, but I still remember the struggles and I still remember how hard it can be. I throw up a picture right here. This is what I looked like before I lost all of my weight. I specifically remember taking this before picture and being so discouraged. I saw this picture and I was like, wow, it is definitely time for me to start losing weight. And there was a couple of times in my life where I've thought to myself like, man, I'm overweight. But I played sports in high school and I just graduated a couple years ago. So all through high school, I played offensive line too. So it was like, I kind of want to be big anyways because I want to be able to block bigger guys. After high school, I was like, I am sick and tired of working out. I'm sick and tired of doing all of these workouts because I don't have to do it anymore. I don't play sports. So that was where I really stopped. That was when I stopped working out, and I've worked out here and there over the past couple years since I graduated, but overall, since last February, that's the most I've been working out, most definitely. If you're watching this video, I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of tips, a couple of tricks, a couple of things that I did that helped me drop my weight. If you're watching this video and you're overweight, I wanna, right off the bat, I wanna say my first point is gonna be, do not get discouraged early on, because it is a journey, it's a struggle, it's not something that's gonna happen overnight, and you need to get that in your mind early on, because whenever you're feeling discouraged, whenever you wanna have a cheat day, whenever you wanna eat bad, you have to know that sticking to the course is gonna be your most important thing, because at the end of it, you're gonna feel so much better when you look back on your photos, when you look back on who you used to be, and you're gonna say, look, I understand that at first it was really hard, but I pushed through and here I am, I met my goal, and I'm encouraged to actually lose more weight, or I'm encouraged to have a new goal, a new mindset for something else. So with that being said, that's my first point. Don't get discouraged. My second point on how I lost my weight is I want to throw this out there. I have a really good friend, his name's TJ, and he's a college athlete. And that's important because I want to explain how essential it was for him to be by my side throughout my journey. Now, he wasn't my personal trainer by any means. He didn't say, Drew, we're gonna go out and I'm gonna make sure that you lose your weight, I'm gonna make sure you reach your goal. That was never the point of it. The point of it was I needed somebody that would work out with me. Somebody that would, I could look at and be like, that dude's like pretty fit, he's pretty cut up. I would like to look like that. And maybe I definitely don't look like him by any means, but I do remember thinking to myself like, I want to lose weight and I want to be fit, and it's not for him, and it's not for my girlfriend, it's not for my family, it's not for my friends, it's for me. That needs to be your number one priority whenever you're losing weight. You need to constantly think to yourself, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this so that way I can lose weight, because whenever you start running and whenever you start eating healthier and whenever things are getting really hard, you're not gonna sit there and think to yourself, man, so-and-so's gonna look at me and they're gonna be so proud. And so that's the second thing. I had somebody that encouraged me through my way, and I had multiple people who actually encouraged me. It wasn't just TJ, but he was a big help because he went and ran with me and he lifted weights with me, and he was just there for me in so many ways. So that was my second thing. My third is my diet. What did I eat? I was eating, I still do. I eat Chick-fil-A every single day because I work there. But even on my days where I wasn't working there, I would still go by and grab a sandwich because I knew that it was gonna be a healthier option than so many other places. So Chick-fil-A and Panera. Now, a lot of people think to yourself, like, how are you eating Chick-fil-A? Isn't that supposed to be like fried, like chicken and stuff like that? And I'm like, yeah, it is kind of actually, but that's not what I'm eating whenever I'm eating Chick-fil-A. I'm actually taking advantage of my salads. I'm taking advantage of the wraps that we have. And those were just really, and grilled chicken sandwiches too. So those three things right there pushed me through. I ate a lot of grilled chicken on my journey to losing weight. A lot of grilled chicken. I still eat a lot of grilled chicken. But it was so amazing to be able to work at a place and eat the foods that we're making. And I always get a free meal when I eat at Chick-fil-A. And you're probably watching this and you're like, okay, but I don't work at Chick-fil-A. And that's fine. But whenever you're eating foods, like, what are you eating? Because for me, I eat out a lot. And so like Panera and Chick-fil-A were really big aspects of my diet. So if that's what you're needing to know about what to eat, maybe you could just go to a grocery store and just buy grilled chickens and salads and stuff like that. Fruits, I still eat a lot of fruits. I ate fruits at Chick-fil-A. If we went out to eat with friends and family, every place that you go to more than likely is gonna have a healthy option for you to eat. It's just how interesting it sounds to you or how tasty it's gonna sound to you. And so I took advantage of that. Even if we were going to a barbecue place, I'm like, barbecue places have grilled chicken, I'll eat grilled chicken. Maybe I'll splurge a little bit and get some beans, but I love barbecue. So if you are trying to eat healthier, barbecue is not gonna be your friend. I absolutely love it. And when I gave myself a cheat day, barbecue was the place to go. Anyways, so that was the next thing, was the diet. Now, the working out aspect to me is really was the kicker for me. The diet is important. I think the diet is actually is more important than working out, because you gotta think about it. If it's really cold outside or it's raining like it is right now, you're not gonna wanna go outside and run. But you can still eat healthier even though it's raining or it's cold outside. You don't have to limit yourself to a whole bad day if it's raining or it's snowing outside, because you can still eat healthier and you can still fuel your body in a proper way. And I took full advantage of being able to run outside. And let me tell you this, whenever I started, it was the struggle. So I have this lap that I run. It's around my neighborhood, and it's got some hills to it, and I ran it throughout high school to stay fit. And when I was starting back in February, I kid you not, this is how my very first run went. I went up a hill and I went down a hill. I kid you not, it was like maybe 0.15 miles. And I was dead. I was like, I cannot do this. And I only weighed 254 pounds, but I was like, oh my gosh, this was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. How am I gonna continue through this? And I remember thinking to myself, like, man, I'm not gonna lie though, even though this is gonna be hard, like, I'm so embarrassed. I feel like I have to do better now. I can't come back out tomorrow and go for the same goal. I gotta go a little bit further on my next run. I just gotta go a little bit farther. And that's how I looked at my running. That's how I looked at my working out, because I felt like I was fueling my body properly. I'm drinking enough water. I'm running multiple times a week. My legs are getting stronger. My lungs are getting stronger. I can go further each and every time. And so every time I did run, I would make it a goal to myself to run a little bit farther. I don't care if that's an extra 5 steps. I was taking those extra 5 steps and I was making it to where I was setting a new goal that I knew was attainable. So when I started back in February, my goal was to lose I wanted to weigh 220 pounds by the end of summer. So February to what, August? And I was like, that's attainable, I can do that. I lost 30 pounds, I got to my 220 goal in May. That means I lost 30 pounds. I met my end of summer goal before summer even started. And so I was like, all right, new goal, I'm 200 pounds by August. Met that goal by like July. I was losing the weight so fast, and it was so shocking to me because I felt like my whole life it was so hard for me to lose weight until I took it to the next level. It's gonna be hard at first. And I remember being able to go around my whole neighborhood on one run without stopping at least one time. It was so hard, but I did it and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so much better. That was amazing. Eventually I was like 1.5. I gotta go 1.5 without stopping. 1.5 without stopping. 2 without stopping. 3 without stopping. I was so excited whenever I was able to reach my goals because I was setting goals that I knew I could attain. Maybe you've heard that 1,000 times, but take it from personal experience. You can't give up. You got to keep grinding. Your goals are worth it. Your body's worth it. The image is worth it. And so that's what I wanted to encourage you with this week. If you've struggled with losing weight your whole life, just keep grinding. And like I said, reach out to people that you want to have help you out, somebody that you look up to, and set goals for yourself that you're going to be able to attain, and just keep grinding through it. It's going to be worth it all in the end. So thank you so much for taking time out to watch my video this week. I can always go into depth more in the comments section. If you have questions, go ahead and give a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have a good one.